Well, it's the 22nd day of May, and rather than try to send you a series of photographs, I thought I'd send you a little video to get an idea of what's going on. I'm working on that big garden right now, just edging it. It's about ready for mulch. I got some annuals to plant on the far end of it. You can see we're getting ready. Got a pretty good pile of wood there, waiting for Pete to get his wood splitter back over. He got it running again yesterday, so shouldn't be too long. I've been chipping a path down to the water. It's taking a lot more chips than I anticipated, so it could be a long project. We've got a lot of rhododendrons that are in bloom or about to bloom. We've got a lilac here that's going to produce something, I believe. Looks a little messy, but you can get the idea. This garden is seriously overgrown. So, as best I can, I've been trying to thin it out a little, not knowing what I'm dealing with really. But should look good when it's mulched and I get a few plants in here. I just mowed the lawn 2 days ago. It already needs to be mowed again. You can see these rhododendrons are getting ready to bloom again soon. And I kept a few pieces of those large white birch. Figured you could use them for stools or maybe tables when the patio's done. I noticed that in the LL Bean picture, that's what they were using for stool stands beside the lawn chairs. So just an idea, I guess. Gorgeous rhododendron here in bloom. I haven't gotten to these small gardens at all yet. But you can see the flags here that I've put out. Possible location. That wood pile is here in the foreground, so maybe you can get an idea of exactly where this is located. Just outside the library. You may want it one way or the other, but basically you can get an idea. That's about 22 feet, I think, across. There are some major roots that are going to have to be cut off there if that's where it goes. Of course, it doesn't make any difference where it goes. There's going to be roots in the way. This area in the corner here, this is where that big cedar tree was here last year. I cut down and I cleaned out this corner. There was about 2 feet of leaves, several years accumulated, I'm sure, in this corner. It was quite a mess, and if you look at the wall, the mulch and soil is up over the siding on that wall. It's going to have to be dug out. I pruned these shrubs. And the bees have been unbelievably busy on this shrub. There have been hundreds, maybe thousands at a time here working on them. Really a pretty tree. And you've got a lilac here on the corner. I've pruned that back some. And these shrubs in front of your, or in the, I guess in the back of your house, I have pruned them down to try to give them some shape. It will take a year or two for them to fill in and to actually have a better shape. But I got them away from the building. I'll be mulching this next week, and it should look fairly good. I'll probably put a few annuals on the front here until these fill in better. And you can see the markings here that the DigSafe did for the lines, and these orange lines are all telephone lines, so not anything I guess we need to be interested in or concerned about. You've got another rhododendron over here by your dining room that's getting ready to pop. You got some nice shrubbery here, I have to say. And this tree here, this flowering crab, I believe, you asked me about last fall, and you can see it's got a nice maroon color, and just getting ready to bloom. Not sure what color it'll be, probably pink, but I'll get a picture of it when it's in bloom. It should be gorgeous. It's really nice. That's a nice addition to the landscape. I've been trimming down on the shoreline here, trying to clean things out. We had 40-mile-an-hour wind yesterday, so there are branches everywhere. This is another rhododendron that's getting ready to pop. They should be all in bloom at the same time next week. I thinned out a few more trees here last week. I try not to take more than 2 or 3 at a time, so they're not noticeable. The water's very high because it's been raining non-stop for a couple of months, it seems. But the water's nice and clear. I hope to be fishing here next week. I've only been out once so far, and I didn't go here, but I'm going to fish here next week, hopefully. So we're right on the edge of the bank, and you can get an idea from here where that 22-foot circle is in relation maybe to the well, the wood pile, and the library. So hopefully this will answer some of your questions. The weather is starting to improve. It's supposed to be near 70 today, near 70 tomorrow. So coming along. Stay tuned.